other asset class. I'm going to show you some slides since 2009 that's been doing. Tomorrow, 8 p.m., that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say how, I'm going to talk about how pain points to promise, avoiding pains, avoid gains, and the motivation to avoid gain. I think I'm done. Please fill out your homework, fill out your sheets. Guys, let's do some prizes. Guys, is this amazing from 1 to 10? Type in the chat if this is amazing. 10, 1 if it sucks, 5 or it sucks. Let me know how to make it better for you guys. And then we're gonna do the draws and we'll jump straight to the Q&A. Get your questions ready. I'll stay, 5, 10, 15 minutes, 2, 3 questions. Any questions you have, preferably anything um, that's related to today's lesson. How come I'm not there? Okay, there I am. Right. So like if you have any questions, do let me know. So Greta, I'm so glad you're beginning to understand. Guys, type in the chat. I need to start somewhere. Okay. Coach Isaac. Sorry, I'm not even looking at the signal. My bad. All right, we already have it there. There you go. We already got the names. Coach Isaac. Let's go with the questions, guys. XRP. Let me give you guys XRP rather than let me show you guys that. Look at this. Check this out, guys. This is not. I'm gonna give you guys XRP um instead of a gift card. Why? Let me show you that. Okay, XRP, My Academy already has 5x XRP. Well, when it was $2.50. The majority of the Academy bought XRP at 50 cents. Okay, so we already made 5x. Okay, and we sold some. So this, guys, type in the chat. So I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist. In fact, my Bitcoin is minimal. XRP is the way to go right now. Guys, type in the chat XRP 2025, $175. Maybe I should say end of 2025. Let's just say 25. So it's going to hit $7 anytime now. My analysis is around 175 for XRP. What is that? Let's just do the math. $175 divided by $1.87. This Wednesday, I'm going to show you guys how to buy XRP. In fact, today I'm going to do a test run. Who here wants to experience 93 times their money? Wave your hands at me. 93 times your money. Get some XRP. Okay. In fact, let me give you guys some more value. Guys, type in the chat XRP 10 years, $10,000. Woo! Who here wants, let's do the math. $10,000 divided by $1.87. Who here wants to experience 5,347 times their money? Wave your hands at me. It's like, oh my gosh, that's nuts. Right? Wave your hands at me. No one? Who here wants to experience? So, guys, XRP could be 10,000 plus 10 years from now. Let me do the math for you guys. If you want a guaranteed 1 million, 123 divided by 53347. Guys, buy $187 worth of XRP. Who here wants to turn $187 to a million in 10 years? Wave your hands at me. Guys, sorry, there's more downloads I'm saying here. Guys, type in the chat. XRP is Bitcoin 14 years ago. Okay, Bitcoin was $2, believe it or not. So there you go. There you go. All right, with that being said, and I'll take some questions. There's the names. All right, am I sharing my sound? I think I am. Drum roll, the winner for XRP future price 10 to $30,000. And the winner is bam. Look at that. Prophetic name, K Stewart. K Stewart, are you in the call? Congratulations, K Stewart. Email support at minastech.ca to collect your XRP winnings. Does anybody have any questions? So this next half is all about questions, or not. I can go to sleep. uh, my goodness, it's like, guys, you guys had fun. I'm having fun. So, guys, good. Shelly's right there. All right. Okay, what did I do last time? Turn on my video. Spotlight share Shelly. Hopefully, I'm doing this right. Okay, and what did I do this? Top screen share. Okay, yes, that's what I did. Okay, Shelly, hold on, just give me a second. Um, I'm supposed to okay, present this, share with the Zoom. There you go. Let's see if we can do this right. There you go. Hey, Shelly. Let me unmute you. Oh, Shelly. Sorry guys, I haven't got sleep since driving to Florida. So, all right, ask to unmute. Unmute. There it is. Hey, Shelly, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a question, and this might be a little bit ahead of what you've already been teaching today, but I finally got in, finally spent some money and bought some cryptos and bought some stocks and such. Yeah, I was excited about it, but they limited me on what I could spend. And I'm like, what is this all about? I had a certain dollar number in my mind that I wanted to spend. And they're like, no, sorry, you only get to spend this right now. And I'm like, why? Why did they limit you? Why don't they allow you to buy what you want to spend?
Is this Coinbase directly, Shelly, or when you say
Yes,
they?
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so we know about this. So two things. Number one, they want to protect you because sometimes when you go too crazy, too fast, they're a little bit worried. There's ways to increase your limit. Okay, there's a ways to increase it. So just like increase your credit limit, increase your spending the day to day, there's a way to do that, Shelly. Let's cover that on Wednesday. Okay.
Okay.
And that's why I also teach. I think you're already in the academy, right, Shelly? I think you are in the academy. I saw
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I teach 8 exchanges. So obviously you have Coinbase, you have crypto.com. I don't know if you're gonna do Gemini. There's other exchanges, but it's a simple one, Shelly. Wednesday, I'll show it a little bit how to increase the credit limit for Coinbase so you can spend more. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
And then actually, let me go a little bit deeper on this. So that's why I also teach a plan B, right? So crypto.com. If you guys in the VIP, I have all those 8 exchanges. Plan B could be Uphold or Robinhood, but the whole point is you're accumulating as much XRP. Why? Okay, so let's go back to the sheets here. You want to accumulate XRP. Okay, right now it's $1. Okay, let's go back to the sheets here. CoinMarketCap.com. It's a good introductory. Actually, that's what I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do that. I was gonna do that. I was gonna do a demo. Okay, so let's do a demo today. I want you guys to have some value as well. So let me share. Let me see if I can do this right. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay, let me see here. Um, so Shelly, yes, buy more XRP. Let me just, guys, as promised, I'm gonna give you guys. I want you guys to go to Investopedia. I want to show you guys how to. Okay, hopefully we can get this. Thank you for the coaches. The coaches are answering so good here. Okay, Investopedia simulator. Okay, present that as well. Share screen. Okay, window. Okay, sign simulator. All right. So, okay. So Investopedia. Okay, here's the QR code. Okay, for people watching the replay, you can pause it and scan that. Okay, so guys, who here wants to buy some cryptos? The number of people that number two. How do you do this? Okay, I think I put it there. You go register now. Okay, put your email address. Simple. Your email address, whatever that is. I'm just gonna say right, Erwin, last name at gmail.com. Your username, sure, you can probably put it your username password, that's fine. And that's it. You put your email address, your username, and you click on register. There it is. Okay, invalid email address, invalid username. That's not good. Why? I think I'm already signed in already. I should have do a brand new one. Um, register. So I think I'm already in, and that's it. Once you're in, um, let me see that. Let me do that again. Let me try a different address. Coach Isaac, remind me to to make sure we have brand new emails ready. Okay, so I'm gonna try another email because I want you guys to see the whole flow. Okay, register now. Okay, let me see if I have my other one. Register. Invalid username. Okay. I'm just gonna say Erwin Garcia Crypto. Register. There you go. It worked. Okay, so now it's saying you're gonna get an email code. So you're gonna go to your email address, get that email code. Okay, so there it is. This similar stuff to like opening up your account, usually for opening up your new account somewhere. Copy that. I know I said I was gonna take questions. Let me just give you guys this free one so get you guys a taste of how simple it is to buy cryptos. Okay, and then type that in, register. Bam, that's it. You're in. This is a simulator. They're gonna give you $100,000 worth of fake cryptos. Okay, so what do? You're like, whoa, what's going on here? No problem. So what do? They give you $100,000 to invest in the virtual trading game. You say next, portfolio. Now you're understanding having a portfolio FQ. You're going to start learning how to have financial knowledge. So you never have to worry about money. Now you're going to learn how to trade, put this money to work. In some translations of the Bible, God says, the master says, trade, trade. Click on next. You can research and then start trading. There you go. Okay, first things first. Okay, once you're in this screen, you can switch from stocks to cryptos. So you have to click on the crypto. Okay, so in the top right of your screen, there is stocks. Okay, when you see stocks, you probably won't see crypto here. You'll probably, if you click on stocks, you don't see crypto here. You have to click on crypto. Okay, in preparation for Wednesday. Okay, sorry if I was too fast. Okay, sorry guys. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay, if you're in this screen, if you are in this screen, type in one. If you have issues, need help, type in two. Okay, so simple. You put your username. Okay, once again, you go to this again, this link, put in your email, your username, right? And then your username could be your email without the at whatever your email is. Then you're gonna get an email. Okay, you'll be like, oh, you're gonna see an email here that says, hey, this is your access your account. This is your code. You're gonna put that in, and then once you're in, you're gonna see something like this. It defaults to stocks. Okay, so type in one if you're good. So Jessica, stay tuned. We do all of that. We do buy and hold. We're in investing. Depending on how this goes on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of our AI trading bots. We have two of them. So we do buy and hold. We do all of that. We do leverage trade. This is day traders. But right now, I'm going to go with investing. Then I'm going to go transcend to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, swing trades, AI trading, leverage trade, all that fun stuff. Okay, Jessica, so stay tuned. Okay. So Marlon's in, everybody's in. You guys can watch the replay because I want to have some more time to answer your questions. All you do is simply click on crypto. So to switch from stocks, you can practice in stocks if you want, but we're gonna do crypto and look how easy this is. You're gonna click on trade. They give you $100,000 play money. You're gonna click on trade. Look at that. There's Bitcoin. In preparation for Wednesday, I want you guys to select XRP instead. Okay. There are 20,000 types of these coins, tokens. Okay, Bitcoin is number one, Ethereum is number two, XRP is number three. The reason why I'm telling you guys to get XRP at $1.88 is because Bitcoin is just going to go around 10x. XRP is going to go way more than that 20, 30, 60, 70x, even much more. So, what you're going to do is we're not going to buy Bitcoin. Actually, let's keep it simple because it's a test one. Go to Bitcoin. Look at that. Okay, you can read that later. Trade. Okay. So Valerie, this is it. This is the training, Valerie. This is I'm starting from foundations. Valerie, where are you stuck? Like, do you have any question? I know you have questions. Let me just show you this. So what we do in the academy, Valerie, is we go with simulation. Like, instead of driving the real car or a real plane or a real spaceship, you're gonna drive a simulation car, simulation airplane, play the simulation spaceship. We're doing a simulation of buying cryptos. Does that make sense, Valerie? Like, this is the training, and then I'll take your question. Thumbs up, Valerie, is that good? Or nodding? I see your beautiful face. All right, so in this case, that's it. We're just buying. We're gonna buy in US dollar and check this out. Unfortunately, I think this one doesn't allow you to buy less than 1 cent. In this case, see how it says you have to buy $10 or more. That's fine. So you just that disappeared. My bad because I tried zooming in. Trade Bitcoin. For now, we're gonna buy $10. This exchange, you have to buy $10 minimum. So $10. Leave it to market order, not limit. That's it. Preview order. That's it. Submit order. Bam. That's it. You just bought $10 worth of Bitcoin. Okay. I know that seem a little bit fast. I'm going to show you how to do that with XRP. Once you close this, you can see here you have 100,000, 999,990. And then you can see in the bottom, you have Bitcoin. You have 0.00013 worth of Bitcoin at $10. Okay. Sorry, Yvette. Whoop. Sorry, Yvette. I'm so fast. Let's do that again. Sorry about that. I think it's my coffee. Okay, step one, click on the cryptos. Okay. Step two, click on trade. Okay, right here. Trade. Step three, click on Bitcoin. We want to buy Bitcoin. Okay. So you're going to select Bitcoin. That's step three. Step four, click on trade because we want to trade Bitcoin. Trade. Step five, okay, we're going to buy Bitcoin in US dollar. Step five, Yvette, we're going to type in the amount to $10 for now. Okay, $10. Some exchanges you can go low. So we're going to click on the amount and we're going to type in 10. I'm going to buy $10. This is what you're going to see on Wednesday when it's the real thing. And then step six, you get to preview it. So I love this. Exchanges usually they allow you to preview it versus you want to do the real thing. So I get it. The people already have cryptos. Stay tuned. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I might show a little bit of trading AI bots. We have that. This is more of investing, but we'll see how this progresses. Okay. Preview order, step five or step six. And that's it. Step six is submit order. Is that better, Yvette? Where's Yvette at? Yvette Thompson, are you there? Is that better, Yvette? Okay. And now this is in the academy. This is what we do it. We do it again and again, right? Now let's do it. Who here wants to buy $10 worth of XRP? Wave your hands at me as practice. So same thing. We go close, or let's just go close. Okay. Here's a simulator. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna buy XRP this time. Click on trade. Guys, this is fake money, monopoly money. You can't lose money. You're just practicing. You say, I'm going to buy XRP. I'm going to click on trade, step one. Step two, this time, instead of Bitcoin with the B orange, I'm going to click on XRP with an X. I'm going to buy this XRP instead of clicking on Bitcoin. Same flow. I'm going to click on trade. Click on trade. This time, I'm going to buy $10 worth of XRP. I'm going to buy $10 worth of XRP. Same thing, preview order, and then you're going to submit the order. Look at that. They even tell you you're about to buy 5.31 XRP quantities at $1.88. And if you multiply $5.31 versus $1.88, you get $10. So with your $10 worth of, you have $10, you're about to buy 5 XRP units because it's at $1.88. You submit the order, and that's it. And then you can click on close. And in the bottom, there you go. In the bottom, you're gonna see there's your portfolio. I got me some Bitcoins. You got $30 worth of Bitcoin because I think I did it 3 times. I have $10 worth of XRP. This is an extra bonus, right? So you can take a screenshot of this or a photo and just type it in. Just type it into, post it in the challenge group, right? I'd love to see that. This is a bonus. It's good practice, guys. Great practice. Go to the challenge group and post. I wanted to congratulate you posted in here. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to post photos. A lot of you guys posted your personal photos. Post your sample portfolio in there. There's my sample portfolio. I'm done. Post. And now I'll take questions. Okay. So sorry, guys. Super simple. Any questions on that? Or we can go with the questions now here. Valerie, I don't know if you're raising your hand. So any questions? Let me know. This is the good time to ask. Anything unclear? What is Bitcoin? What is cryptos? Am I sharing my screen? Stop sharing my screen. Any questions? Valerie's like thinking. Valerie, you have a question. I know you have a question. You have a question, Valerie? Can I spotlight you? Or I'll ask you a question. Is that okay, Valerie? If I spotlight you? All right. So let me spotlight Valerie. All right, Valerie, how are you feeling? Is this your first time? Oh, let me ask the other.
Hi, yes, it is. I am new to investing, so I'm a little bit confused.
No problem. So I think you brought up, let me just, sorry, I'm multitasking here. So the people in Facebook and
Yeah,
YouTube.
so I want to know if you had something that was for um like basic foundational, but someone in the comments did say you had something foundational teaching.
Correct. So now you got me thinking, because sometimes people don't even have FQ. They don't even have, I need to know what an asset and a liability is. I need to know balance sheet, profit and loss, maybe way, way back. That's what I'm saying, sensing here. Investing, right? Investing as a whole before I even start cryptos. I'm gonna put that in my mind. So like, okay, like I don't even understand investing. Long story cut short, it's like it's what's the best way to show this? It's investing is like you're buying something that's going to go up in value. Does that make sense, Valerie? So in this case, you have a Mona Lisa, that painting goes up in value, or you're collecting stamps, that goes up in value. These are all assets. A house, you buy a house at $100,000, now it's $200,000. Collectible coins, it goes up in value. Silver and gold, it goes up in value. Why is it going up in value? There's more people in the world, 8 billion people, and it's those assets go up in value, right? The Apple, Amazon stocks, as the company performs well, it goes up in value. You make money because you buy low and then you sell high. Does that make sense, Valerie? Long story short,
Yes.
and that's what I said. The body, the Christians are all suffering because we eat. We eat. I'm not saying we eat. Like what I'm saying is the Lord's
Hmm.
giving us bread and seed, but we didn't realize, oh my goodness, that seed is supposed to bless me. He can't multiply what you're not sowing, right? And I'm really shocked, Valerie. So you have no assets. I mean, you probably have a house, a car. What do you have
Hmm.
asset wise? Do you have a house? Even a house is not an asset. This is crazy. Unless you're renting it out, right? Because it's not, it's a liability because
Yeah,
it
that's
eats,
correct. That's
it's
correct.
eating your money, right? So when I had my house in Toronto, I rented out. So it was one, two, sorry, two rooms, three, four, five rooms. Get this. I had two rooms and I rented out the other three. That was an asset because not only was the house paying for the house, I had extra. But if your
And
house
not a
is
liability. I
correct, and then same thing with vehicles, guys.
okay.
If your vehicle is once that vehicle goes out of the lot, I did this. I bought a Hyundai Genesis when I was single. No, actually, when newly freshly married, Hyundai Genesis. I'm like, oh, I'm awesome because I think I upgraded from my 1989 Honda Civic to a brand new Hyundai Genesis. Out of the parking lot, thousands of dollars gone. Liability, liability, liability. And this is amazing, Valerie. I had a coworker. He bought a very rare BMW at $89,000, and that thing's now $150,000. That's going up in value. That's really, really strange, but it's a collectible car. But this is where the Christians have been buying liabilities, liabilities, and all we had to do was our parents was supposed to give us the house, give us the silver gold, give us the paper assets, give us all these assets, and we're supposed to just steward it well, like what God told us to do, and grow it even bigger, right? And this is what Asmin and I are doing now, right? We got cryptos, we got silver, we're about to get real estate, we got businesses, assets overflowing, and that's what the body that's what the word, truly the word says, seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will come after. But
Hmm.
there's a higher truth. Like, but the Lord also says, I'm the provider of bread and seed. He who sows sparingly will reap
Reaps.
sparingly. And then this is where, yes, Lord, I'm tithing, but
Mm-hmm.
he's giving you the hundreds, right? I used to work my first job, $5 an hour. He's giving you that, like I have $500 a month. Oh, sow that to yourself, the knowledge, sow it in skills, sow it in assets growing. So long story cut short, Valerie, investing is scriptural, it's biblical.
Yes.
God invested in you, Valerie. Ooh, I feel the anointing on this. He gave you the Holy Spirit to invest in you because you're so valuable. But He's teaching us to say, hey, you got gifts, yes, tithes and offerings, but I'm also going to give you bread and seeds. And this is the season where the Lord is saying, this is the time to sow in cryptos, not to sow in all those other things. I'm going to show you guys, prove you guys the next 4 days. This is the best asset class right now out of all those asset classes to do it. So, long story cut short, investing is buying low, selling high. And cryptos, and this is what's happening to the academy and people all around the world. They're like, oh my gosh, I only put $100. I'm a millionaire. I just showed you that. XRP buy 187 right now. 10 years from now, you're a millionaire plus. I mean, are you kidding me? Like that's crazy, right? And then the more you have, the more it's gonna be amazing. Okay. All right, Valerie. Hopefully that
Okay.
helps.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It
Okay,
did.
awesome. Anybody else? I see your hand, Grace. Mute. Remove spotlight. Grace, and then I see you. I think Cheryl also. Stay tuned tomorrow, Cheryl. We talked about dollar cost averaging. I think that's on day 3. Day 3, we're gonna be there for dollar cost averaging. Okay. All right, Grace. Hey, Grace. Another remember. It's good that you guys are remembering. Go ahead, Grace. How can I help you?
Okay, my first question was what indicators that make you feel that XRP is going to be like Coinbase? I typed it in, but it strolled up. And then my second question is, how do we use our rewards when we're in Coinbase? Like
Okay.
I got $3 free money,
Okay. So one at a
up to
time.
$200, but I only got three.
What
Yeah, well, at
one
least
at a
it's
time,
three.
Grace. Grace, you're seeing $3. I'm seeing like crazy multipliers. Right. So your first question, Grace, I want to make sure I capture your first question. Was it trading indicators or I didn't understand your first question.
My first question, let's see, I typed it in the chat, but what indicators, and it could be spiritual indicators as well as I thought about it afterward. But if you was talking to someone that wasn't spirit, that wasn't a Christian, and they said to you, Erwin, what indicators or what make you think or feel, or your research that you've
Mhm.
done that make you feel that XRP is going to be another Bitcoin? What would you
Very good.
say to that?
Very good. Very good question. So what makes our academy different is number one, we use kingdom principles. Number two, we use the prophetic and we use AI tools. Okay. So what does that mean? Why is XRP going to 175 to $10,000? So using those three, kingdom, obviously there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, there's XRP. A lot of people don't know, Grace. XRP is going to replace our banking SWIFT system. Okay, are you guys familiar with SWIFT? Who here has done a wire transfer? Wire transfer. Everybody's done a wire transfer or bank transfers. That is that system, Grace, uses what's called the SWIFT system. That has been replaced with what's called the ISO 20022. What does that mean? Fancy word. Basically, it's a newer standard, and XRP is compliant to that one. So right now, XRP is in the banks. A lot of people don't know this. Okay, XRP. We're going a little bit deeper, guys. We're going a little bit deeper. This is a big question. Grace, you should ask this in our level 1 call, but high level. Um, so obviously with the AI, with the knowledge, XRP, with the prophetic. Okay, so Manuel Johnson called XRP $5 to $7 from now. Right now, XRP is positioned to explode. Okay, Bitcoin it explode, Ethereum explode. XRP I believe is a top 3 coin. So if I was to talk to unbelievers, they won't understand the prophetic. So in this case, I'm gonna say mysticism. I mean, that's not a good word. I'm like, okay, witchcraft. It's like I just know. But number one is I've been doing crypto since 2014. We know which coins from experience, like it provides value. This is huge. I have a whole list. I don't have enough time, Grace. Tokenization, silver and gold backing, um, energy trading. XRP is ridiculous. Like it has so much things, so much value it's about to do. That's why it's gonna go 10 to $30,000. You can even XRP, I mean chat GPT it, Grace. Okay. So that's why it's like, why is XRP? It's a combination of all three. Kingdom principles, meaning, hey, it's kingdom because it provides value. Number two, the prophetic, the prophets, multiple prophets have prophesied XRP, including our in-house prophets. Okay. And then thirdly, I'm not just gonna take that. I'm like, hey, Erwin, with the AI tools, what will it cost XRP to cost $10,000 to $30,000? Bam, bam, bam. And it explains like, oh my gosh, this is the scenario why it's gonna happen. Derivatives market, energy trading, the Swift system, all these pieces. That's why I'm like, guys, XRP 175. Okay.
Okay. Good answer.
Okay, good question.
Okay, and then you gonna show me later, or you could tell me later or show me later
So you're
about
saying you want to
my three
you just want to
my
convert that.
$3
Yeah. So we'll show you that how to convert
Okay, that's fine.
whatever that coin is that you won from. I believe it's the learn to earn, right? You did the
It's
learn
like
to earn.
$3. They just gave me $3.
Oh, you
So it's
won
gotta
it.
be something,
You won
yeah,
it. Yeah.
from
So
opening up the account.
yeah. So stay
And
tuned on
so,
Wednesday. Stay tuned on
yeah,
Wednesday. I'm gonna
okay,
show a
that's
little bit
fine.
of that.
No big deal. Okay, thank you. Good answer for XPR,
XRP.
XRP.
Yeah. Amazing, Grace. Awesome. All right. So anybody else? Let me see the chat. Coach Isaac, Coach Anna, anything else in here? I'm gonna read it here. So Yvette, do you offer mentorship? This is what it is. It's a taste and see. Where's Yvette at? I'm already gonna say that there's Yvette. Okay, Yvette. I see you. Yvette, do you offer mentorship? So Yvette, so this is what it is. Yvette, yeah, Yvette, where are you from? You're
Um,
unmuted.
oh yeah,
Sorry.
I am from Dallas, Texas originally, but I live in the DC area now.
DC. Wow, prophetic. Like you're in the DC area. So Yvette, that's what this is. This is a taste and see model, where I'm gonna show you guys how I teach the 5 days. We already have the academy is already up and rolling. So the VIPers, let me know who has the VIP. They're already tasting it. The academy's been up since March 2022. And we have level one, level two, level three investing. People have 5,000, 15,000, 100,000, a million plus. We have trading in there, trading bots, semi-passive, fully passive. So this is it. We have coaches in here. We have a team of 8. I think we have 4 coaches, 5 coaches. We're growing. So mentorship, this is it. So this is it. So Coach Isaac is one of them who said stay tuned.
Do I need to sign up for the I think it's a $47 VIP class?
So that is my level one. So on around Thursday, Friday, I'm gonna present probably level one, level two, level three, and a little bit of the AI trading. I'm gonna present that at the end to say, hey guys, this is how much it costs. This is what entails on that one. But if you want to jump in already, which I think 3 or 4 of you guys are in, you can go to supernaturaltransfer.com/go VIP. Give us a try for 2 weeks, and if you don't like it, you just say, hey, I want my money back. No questions asked. Keep all the gifts, keep all the experience, type of situations. Yes. So the Lord has commissioned us to do this academy, to teach. Like I was like, wow, I've been born to teach cryptos and AI. So this is what I do. Yeah. So the same thing. We use kingdom principles, obviously Bible. We use the prophetic, and we use AI tools to make sure as much people like get into this wealth transfer, right? Yep. Good,
Okay,
great
so
question,
just
Yvette.
hang out to the end of this week and then I'll be able to know which route to go.
Yeah. Do you already have cryptos, Yvette?
I did. I do have them. I put an app on my phone and I purchased about $100, but I have no idea
Yeah.
what
And
I'm
then
doing. So the money's just sitting there.
correct. So stay tuned. Day 2, day 3, day 4. I talk about how kingdom is. It's all about mentors, and to speed this up, Yvette. Man, guys, this is a kingdom model. The kingdom model, guys, type in the chat. I'm the average of the five. Average of the five. Average of the five. What does that mean? You're the average of the 5 people you hang out with a lot. Okay. I didn't give you guys a story of me. I was a starting point guard for 5 years. Holy Spirit taught me how to play piano. I'm a music director. I'm a worship leader. I'm an IT consultant. I had those seasons where, Yvette, I was surrounded with basketball players, right? From 12 to like 20 years old. I was surrounded with broke musicians, broke worship leaders, and broke worship pastors from 15 to 30. I was a pastor. I was surrounded with broke pastors. Now I'm surrounded with um, kingdom-minded, successful entrepreneurs, multimillionaires. I'm surrounded with kingdom investors. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. He who walks with the wise will himself be wise. He who walks with fools will be some fools. So it's like, guys, does anybody want to change their circumstance? Wave your hands at me. I need to change my circumstance. Guys, type in the chat change circle, change circumstance. You guys are all eagles here, but if you keep hanging out with chickens, okay, I don't want to say that in a degrading way. If you hang out with chickens in the crypto context, okay? I don't want to say, oh my gosh, your pastor is going, right? I had to drop my basketball friends, my pastor friends who's so great in the word, my revivalist friends. Why? Because I'm in a route where what I need to do, what I need to do, right? So my circle now is kingdom-minded entrepreneurs, kingdom-minded investors, kingdom revivalists, right? So what I'm trying to say is you're an average of the 5 people. Yeah, what if you're not going to change your circle, your circumstance is not going to change. Joseph had to change from his brothers poverty orphan mindset. We're gonna kill you. Like we you suck. I hate you. You can't be better than us. No, no, no. From there, from the pit to Potiphar's house. What did he do in the Potiphar's house? My goodness, you're amazing. Oh, this is how you think. Bam, I know everything the Potiphar knows. Then, right? Obviously, the wife tried to sleep with him, tried to rape him. Bam, he goes to jail. Guess who he was hanging out in jail? He was hanging out with the baker and the wine taster, the cupbearer. Those guys were royalty. They're like, this is how it is royalty. Da, 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 this is how the Pharaoh thinks. Da, da, da. Guys, Joseph was up leveling like, oh my goodness, from the pit to the palace. Guys, type in the chat from the pit to the palace. Guys, watch the people Joseph was hanging around with that prepared him for royalty. And similar to Moses, where it's kind of backwards with Moses. With Moses, the deliverer of Israel had to come from Moses, and Moses had to be trained in the ways of royalty to pull people out. Does that make sense, guys? We're like, man, how can you see royalty and experience royalty if you're not around it, right? So in this case, back to this Yvette, very good questions on mentorship. My goodness, this is one of the secrets why I was able to do this, right? The Lord started bringing us multimillionaires. Erwin, buy these other coins, buy Ethereum back then. Um, Started teaching us the way of royalty. Guys, change your circle, change your circumstances. Okay. All right. I think I'm almost done. Maybe one or two more questions. I'm getting tired. I need to eat dinner. I think I didn't even eat dinner yet. Are you guys enjoying this? You guys are loving this, Valerie. I love your smile. Bianca, I want to talk to Bianca. Bianca's on fire. Bianca, are you good? Like, Bianca's like, let's go, let's go. Bianca, like there. Let's go with Bianca. Guys, I'm excited because, man, I want to pull you guys out and get you guys to the problem. Who here thinks I need to go to the promised land? Like I need to go to the promised land. Wave your hands at me, promised land. Guys, it is time to stop going in Egypt. Guys, I'm going to talk to you soon, Bianca. Guys, real quickly, guys, the fiat is a scam. Your 9 to 5 is a scam. Retirement funds is a scam. When I'm saying that, guys, who give them the right to limit your pay scale? Guys, who here is tired of pay scale? Who tells you you're only 20K, 50K, you're only 100K? Guys, type in the chat, guys. The kingdom has no pay scale. Guys, type in the chat. Kingdom, no pay scale. Right? So Bianca, I'm excited. So guys, when I say that, it's Egypt's system. I'm gonna unmute you soon, Bianca. It's Egypt's system to say, hey, retirement funds, hey, you're 9 to 5. Guys, this is it. Bread and seed overflowing. My goodness, guys, we were in Florida for 2 months, We're about to go to France. We're about to go to, I don't know, Portugal. We're about to go to, I don't know, we were already in South Africa, Jamaica. We were in Dominican, Philippines. Guys, just like you're in the Lord's assignment. Who tells me what I can't do and what not can do? No, it's the guys, type in the chat. Father's business. Whoo, father's business. And guys, when you're in the father's business, it's the father's bill. The father's bill. So Bianca, hey Bianca. I mean, I noticed you. You're excited. Where are you from, Bianca?
I'm from Colorado, but I currently live in Hawaii.
You already have it. Bianca, what are you doing in Hawaii? Hawaii is expensive. I've been there. Colorado's crazy. My goodness, I want some Hawaii right now. Honolulu or where are you?
I'm in
Or
Maui. There's enough pie in
Maui?
the sky for everybody, Aaron. There's enough pie in the sky for everybody.
My gosh, the Hawaiians, I have a lot of members in Hawaii, but it's like, wow, Bianca. Man, Hawaii is expensive. You already have it, Bianca. I'm just kidding. Just saying. But
I
yeah,
wish I'm almost there.
and it's possible. It's possible. And then like my goodness, Hawaii is expensive. I remember I want to take my family there, the father's business. But Bianca, I mean, you've been so excited. Um, yeah, like I mean, you have any questions? Do you have any cryptos or
No, I came into the lesson late, so I figure, I'll look at the repeat of the
yeah,
replay and then be ready for tomorrow, be fired up and be ready to go with the Lord.
so
And what
good,
you're gonna
so
teach
good.
us, I'm just a blank tablet.
So good. And then same thing in Hawaii. We have a lot of members in Hawaii, bread and seed. Yeah, I mean, Hawaii is expensive, but like now, man, the wealth transfer that's happening in here, my goodness, it's just like the assets that's gonna come. So I'm excited, Bianca. Thank you for coming to call. I just saw you participating, and I just wanted to highlight you and appreciate you for dropping by.
Thank you,
Bring
Aaron.
bring some of the
God
sun.
bless.
Bring some of the sun in Toronto. It's like, my goodness, I'm freezing here in the basement.
Yes, yes, I will. I will.
Thanks
God
so
bless,
much,
Aaron.
Bianca. God bless. Okay. Carla, how do you get the replay? So there's a replay. So we're watching so a few things. Coach Isaac, I don't know if we have it ready yet. The Minas transfer, minasbiblestudy.com. So we're going to make it super simple for you guys. Coach Isaac, I don't know if we have it ready yet. I know you're going to build it, or is it the all minasbiblestudy.com/, there it is. I think we haven't built it yet. So stay tuned. Let's check your email. So how do you get the replay? Let me answer that question, Carla. So a few ways. We're in YouTube right now. So you can go to YouTube, Minas Crypto. Highly suggest for you guys to subscribe. The replays is there. Send a replay email as well. The replays will be there. And we're gonna create you guys a web page that has all the replays of all 5 days. Okay, Carla, I got you. Carla. So we'll have all the replays. So you stay tuned. We'll give you all the links of all the homeworks and all the replay. I think Coach Isaac, we got to work on the minasbiblestudy.com all type of situation. Okay. Any more questions? Anybody else here? No more questions. What else here? So guys, I think that's it. If not, guys, there's more opportunities with XRP and all of that. Is there any more questions here, right? Sequana, Renee, any questions? Are you good? Any question mark? Carla, I want to highlight Carla because like Carla was hungry. Like, I need to get in this. Carla, is it okay if I spotlight you? Is that okay? I think I'm seeing a redhead there. We got a lot of redheads in the academy. Hey, Carla, how's it going?
It's going good. It's going good. I was worried at first. I was like, but now I'm starting to get this little itch and feel for it. And
That's
I
good to
really think
hear.
it's gonna work out. I'm gonna stick with it. And like you're saying, you got to learn. You've got to do your homework. And God, if you do your homework and take your steps, God's gonna help your way through it. He's gonna open the right doors. And I really believe that. So I
So
am
good,
really grateful.
Carla. And tomorrow, it's already the no pain, no gain. Carla,
Yeah.
it's gonna come. We have a member. Some members never got an account until like not just 2 weeks, but 2 months, right? All the enemy is so afraid. Carla, what will Carla look like if she has unlimited resources financially? That's scary for the enemy. So people, guys, type in the chat. I will not perish for lack of knowledge. I will not perish for lack of knowledge. People are perishing for lack of knowledge. Number one, they don't know this exists. Number two, they don't understand bread and seed. Number three, they don't understand investments fully. And then number four, people are afraid of money. If you're afraid of money, give it them all to me. I'll put it to work for the Lord's kingdom to forget the gospel. Guys, type in the chat. Man, can I even say this? Jesus loved the subject of money. Okay, now I have to be careful. I was gonna say Jesus loved money. Jesus loved the subject of money, Carla. He talks about two main things. He talks about the kingdom and he talks about finances and money. He loves the subject of money, right? He talks about it. Parable of the Minas. The kingdom of heaven is like this coin. It's like he talks about this, the rich young ruler. Guys, he's showing something in here. Money is just systems. And Carla, I want to encourage you. That's why I was like, Carla, you got this. You got this. I was praying for you, actually. I'm like, Carla, you got to
Thank
get in this call because he's going to stop. Guys, they're going to discourage you, right? I'm going to call out the numbers. There's 77 of you guys in this call. I'm going to give you guys already the parable of the Minas. 10 servants, there was only lasting two, right? 20%. I'm going to do the math right now. Do my calculator. Guys, my prayer, 77 times 20%. There's going to be 15 of you guys by the end of Friday. That's not usually what happens. I prayed, guys, that we maintain the numbers around that 77 mark, maintain those numbers. And Carla, this is it. The people perish for lack of knowledge. Usually in the kingdom, in our Christian walk, the next step is the hardest step. Does that make sense? Because the enemy's gonna don't take that step because when you take that step, my goodness, you're dangerous. Does that make sense, Carla? And that's what
Yes.
said with this knowledge. Is this your first time, Carla? Like you don't have cryptos, like totally brand new.
No, no. Actually, this is the first time I'm getting really serious in my life. There's too much history to go about now, but I found out I can learn, and I found out there's more to me and in my life. And yeah,
So
I'm just really want to give it a shot. I've been listening about crypto and listening to it for a while, and then I heard you talking about God and crypto. I'm like, it's starting to click in more and more and more. So
let's
I'm
go,
really
let's go,
excited.
Carla. So good to
Yeah,
hear,
it
Carla.
was
So
Friday. I'm sticking out. I'm serious. This is good. I've got a great. I asked God to bring the right people in my life. Because I've always made the wrong decisions, and I'm tired of that. So I'm bringing the right people in my life. I've gotten rid of all the bad people,
come on,
and
come
it's
on.
all about learning. It really is, and loving, learning and loving.
You and I both, right? That's just said the lack of the right decisions is two things. It's the wrong people and the wrong knowledge, right? So I've been there, done that as a pastor, as a friend, as a musician, and it's like surrounding yourself with the right people. Man, this is crazy, right? Joshua surrounded himself with Caleb, but Rehoboam, Solomon's son, surrounded himself with the worst people. This is crazy. What Solomon took years to build, all that amassed that wealth, he destroyed in a few days, in a few weeks, in a few months. I think it's like a month or 3 weeks. That's crazy with the wrong crowd. That's what he
Yeah.
said. You're the average of the five people. That's crazy. Like, so that's why it's so important, Carla. You're the average of five. This is a safe environment. Ask questions in there. My coaches will be monitoring that, guys. This is a safe environment. And this is it. This movement of the wealth transfer in cryptos is a movement of, hey guys, can we support one another, help each other out, to get to move ahead in life and God, what God has prepared for us. So amazing, Carla. Thank you so much for that, Carla. Hang in there. I was like, I gotta see Carla, so she's here, so it's good. Awesome, Carla. All right, Carla. I'm meet you behind the scenes. I think that's it. Well, I think I saw another hand. Oh, there, Renee. Let's go, Renee. Thank you for raising up your hands. Oh, guys, I forgot to teach you guys. There's a way to raise your hands. So some of you guys might not know how to use Zoom yet. Underneath the Zoom, there's a button that says raise hand. There it is. So look, I can raise my hand. Look at that, I raise my hand. So I forgot making assumptions. And I am monitoring the chat. If you guys are waving, I'm gonna see that you're saying, or you just have a question. So let me spotlight Renee. Hey Renee, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am happy. I love this. This is where I'm excited. All these new faces. I'm excited because more more for the kingdom. It's just much more like it's fun. Go ahead, buddy.
Right? I just I got when I got notified, it was I don't know if I came in. I think I got the notification late because you were already into this, so I don't know. Of
My,
course of course I came off another Zoom. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but
so
I would like to go ahead. What were you gonna say?
oh, I was gonna say when you say notified, was that the text or was that the email or both?
That was the text.
Okay, so I know
Yeah.
sometimes that we're gonna plan to send 1 hour reminder and then a 15
Okay.
minute live now reminder. So I apologize.
Okay, that'd be good.
We're
No, that's
cleaning
okay.
that up. So it's 8 p.m. 8 p.m. ET. We try to put the calendar.
8
You're
p.m.
gonna sit 8 p.m. ET every day, Tuesday to Wednesday. Yep.
East Coast
East
time.
Coast,
Is
Eastern
that what
time.
we're doing it?
Correct.
Okay, okay, Eastern time. Okay.
I
So
prefer.
my question is just now I've kind of looked into this a little bit, on XRP. I have other investments that are not connected to XRP that are prophetically spoken of. And I've been in alignment with that for the last 10 years. Okay. When I came across XRP, I heard that, there's a lot that's going on with it, but there was also a lot of hype out there in the beginning, when I came into it, and I thought, you know, and it is an up and down market, but I do believe what you're talking about as far as the prophets are saying that this is going to be the next thing, and you either ride the wave or you just get off it, right? If it's a God-given call for kingdom building, then that's the way that you have to get on, because that's the direction that God is calling, his chosen people to go on. Let him be the rudder, and let us ride the wave, right? So one of the questions that I asked, I've dabbled just a little bit in it. I plan on getting into it more. Now I know there's the there's a person that's been talking about XRP for a while, a couple different people that are involved in it. And they're saying up to what, a year that they're really looking at something happening. And yesterday I heard that it could go just shoot straight up, to like, I think they said like $68. And then I've been seeing all these different signs, that are happening spiritually. And I'm like, wow, this thing is really heading up, because you look at the markets and how the markets are going down, and the markets are really in alignment with what I've invested in and a few other friends of mine, and the signs are all there. I don't think there is any reason why people should not be investing in this. And I really commend you on taking up the baton, if you will, or taking up the staff and going forward and saying, hey, you know what? Me and some friends, we believe we're, however the Lord is calling you in what position that you're in. You did mention that you are a pastor. But prophetically, I really see this as something that's really strong, and it's going to help a lot of people. Like you said, I think a lot of people sit on the fence too long, just like in seeking God to begin with. And they've been taught. A lot of people have been taught that Jesus was a pauper, but they forget about the wise men and seeing him. He had frankincense, he had myrrh, he had gold. I mean, that was pivotal. He was by far a pauper. But I think that, a lot of teachings that have gone forward have said, you know what, you're better off if you're just broke. But that's not kingdom, because
Yep.
influence, when you're blessed, you have greater influence. Of course, when you raise up, as your soul prospers, you prosper as well. But it's the influence. God gives us this information. Not everybody is going to cross your path on this, because not everybody is chosen to do this.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, that's my belief. But my question is about the wallets. That's one thing that I'm not tech savvy. I really don't care for electronics. I had an HRV that was part electronic and part gas, and I just I didn't keep it. You know what I did? I went and bought a 2006 Subaru Forester, and I love it. There's no AI.
Let's go. Let's go. So, man, well said, well said. Before we go into a little bit of the wallets, I just want to put some comments on Jesus. Man, so two
Amen.
things he revealed to me. One is why did he need a treasurer? So if you need a treasurer, you got some money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Second, why did the soldiers part with his clothing? They did some study. That clothing ain't cheap clothing. That's like worth kind of money. Let me just get a piece of it and sell it. So like
Yeah.
give you guys a heads up. If you don't like money and you guys don't like wealth, you're probably not gonna like heaven because heaven is full of gold and pearl and crazy
Thank
wealth.
you.
You'll be like, I don't like this place. I need to be poor. Okay, then go to hell or something. Sorry, forgive my French. All I'm saying is, guys, it'll
No,
be a
no, I
big
understand.
shocker. And then let's go to the wallets. Let's go deeper, Renee. Obviously, I'm
Yeah.
building on that one. So today is Foundations of Cryptos. To Tuesday, I'm just gonna talk about more on the pain in cryptos and the scams. Wednesday is getting your first cryptos. Let's see if Thursday and Friday I'll talk about a little bit of the software wallet and the hardware
Okay.
wallet. But we
You
cover
got my
all of
plug?
that. We cover all of
I might
that
lose
because
this in a minute.
we'll cover that. We'll cover those pieces. Like stay tuned Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for
Yeah,
wallets
so
and
so I'm gonna get an
storage.
alert an hour in advance to be able to, because I don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
And
So
my biggest thing is I had a cousin that had invested, um, he invested what was it, 25,000, and I think it was in crypto, and it went high and he made all kinds of money. But the problem that he had was when he got the money, he went to go and exchange it and send it into, to change it over into cash or whatever.
mhm.
I don't know how he did it, or to a wallet or whatever, and he didn't do something right. And so they held back all of his money. And then they came back to him and they said, oh, well, you know what? Well, we're just cut you a partial check and you just lost everything else. And I've heard a couple stories like that. And that's why I want to make sure I even heard some things about Coinbase, that you should have your coins in a wallet and not just in their system. And I don't know, I don't know enough about it to know what is truth, what's false, what's true, you know. And and is Coinbase, are they getting ready to, I did hear some rumors about them um biting the dust. And then they came back out and they said something opposite to that. So I'm just, I don't want to put money into a base where I know that it could go south on me. That's why I'm real concerned about,
Yeah.
how do I get it out of off Coinbase if I wanted to get it off Coinbase and put it into something that's going to be more secure.
Correct, correct. So, exit strategies, we cover a lot of that. Exit strategies, tax strategies, we never talk about tax strategies. On the 5 days, I'm going to try to teach as much as I can on the 5 days, building on top of that, Renee. We've heard of
Mhm.
members like that. I've experienced that 2017, 2018, cashing out the hundreds, the thousands, the millions. And that's what I said. My experience since 2014, for 11 plus years experience, I've seen it all. I've seen this all. We've already prepared the whole academy, not just with
Okay.
taxes, not just with storage, but the best exit strategy for cryptos, Renee. So stay tuned. Stay tuned as we build on top of that starting on
Okay.
Wednesday. Let me just lay the foundations on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
Ready? Okay.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. Now, on you had mentioned there's a few different levels. You said that, can you give me just an idea of what those pay grades are as far as the levels of joining into the academy?
Yeah. So stay tuned. Stay tuned Wednesday.
Stay tuned
Stay
for
tuned at
that.
the end. Stay tuned in the end. Stay tuned in the end. Obviously there's
Okay.
the level 1, level 2, level 3. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned on that one as we
Okay.
finalize
I
that.
love the fact that you said, because I minister this all the time, that there's no limitations on God, as far as, like in ministry, I remember being invited to come and preach in several churches, and the first thing they ask is for um, a fee. Well, what kind of fee do you charge? And I'm, to be honest with you, I'm like, well, listen, if the Lord puts it on your heart to bless my ministry, that's between you and God. I said, because at the end of the day, God blesses me. he is the one that provides for me. And that may be a little, for some people, really hard to understand, but I don't put limitations on what God can do for me. And
So good.
you know what I'm saying? So when you said what you said,
So
um,
good.
when you said what you said, I really liked that,
So
that,
good.
that Jesus wasn't a pauper, and that, it's all about, I'm sorry, I'm just getting off track here. I'm trying to plug you in because my phone's going dead.
No problem. No problem. No
So in
problem.
other words, you can't put a price. You can't put a price on knowledge, especially if it's kingdom. You have to be able to walk on that path that God has designed you to walk on. And I'm sorry, but money's not going to fall out of the sky into your lap, just like a husband or a wife or someone's not going to fall out of the sky and knock on your door and say, "Hey, God told me that you're my husband," or vice versa. And I think people need to be realistic with when they hear prophecy and see a young man like yourself that has the knowledge to be able to help the masses. I just commend you, and may God continue to bless you and your team to be able to help people that are having a hard time just using a cell phone
So good.
or investing in anything. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a lot. You have to have a lot of patience, I'm telling you.
So this
That's
is
it's
this
just
is
great.
what's amazing, Renee. I want to add on to that one. This is exactly what I did for IT consulting when I worked for Walmart, all these companies where I took
Mhm.
them from the old systems for the new. That was my Joseph moment. I don't know, say it's the pit, 24/7, working in the
Amen.
weekends. We're in weekend. I'm like, hey, all these baby boomers, Gen X guys, here's a better way of doing it. It's like, Erwin, I
Yeah.
hate this. I hate this. I hate new systems. I'm like, no, 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 don't worry. This is gonna be faster. And he was shaping me. I didn't even know that all
Wow.
these years for this moment. And this is like,
Wow.
you can
Isn't
look
that
at my
awesome?
LinkedIn. Yeah.
And you can look back, right? And then you can go, wow, bam, wow, I was obedient. Yeah, yep, that's what I did. That's what you told me to. Wow. And you can just go, you get in that river and you just flow with it, and you're like, wow,
Yep.
I really heard correctly, because look where I'm at right now. Look at all the doors
Yep.
that open up for me, the opportunities. And you talk about Joseph. I years ago when the Lord first called me, he he had me look at that video, Joseph. I was in a Walmart, by the way, and I was a new believer, and there was a cartoon, with the coat of many colors,
Come on.
and
That's
I
good.
was like, what's this all about, And at that time, he was showing me a lot of different things, and I believe this is a Joseph moment. I believe that there's going to be a lot of people that are out there that are going to take the call of what you're doing, because I truly believe that God has called you for such a time as this, you and your team, and is going to equip people that have a calling in their life to go forth. They're going to, I'm sorry, but yes, the Holy Spirit's going to lead and guide you, but he's also, as your soul prospers in truth and in knowledge, because like you said, my children perish due to lack of knowledge. We're going to be able to do the things that God has called us to do without any hindrances. You understand? Well, you know what I'm saying. But at
Let's
least we'll
go.
be on that path. At least we'll have the finances, kingdom finances, to reach the masses and to
That's
have
it.
that influence. That's what it's all about. It's about saving souls to have the viability to go to the next level. And you know what? It's like anything else, you're going to go through some bumps on that ride.
Yep.
But
Yep.
if you hold on to Christ and you trust in, if you trust in Jesus and you trust in the process, it's going to all work out.
So good,
So
Renee.
I'm
So good. Yeah.
excited. So I think
I'm
it's
excited.
great what you're doing. I think it's just wonderful.
Thank you so much for that, Renee. So, so good. Woo. That's so, so good. Okay. I think we got last one with Revette. Thank you so much, Renee. Oh man, so, so good, guys. All right. Yvette, one more. Go ahead, Yvette. Bring back Yvette again. How's it
Oh, I
going?
was good. Thank you. Sorry. I heard you tell Renee just to hold on. I guess my question too, because mine is about like I bought the crypto through what is this? Crypto.com. I'm not
Mhm.
sure if that was a good place.
Yeah, that's
And
one of our
so,
recommended exchanges. I
okay.
do teach no keys, guys. Type in the chat, no keys, no cryptos. When I say that, it's better to have it in a hardware wallet as opposed to having it in crypto.com. So I've been a victim of 5 exchange hacks. There's the big one, FTX. Everybody lost their money in FTX. So you don't want to keep it on an exchange. You want to move that to a hardware wallet. So stay tuned on Wednesday. I think once it reaches $1,000 plus, you want to move that to a hardware wallet. Okay, I'm just gonna call that out. It's called Ledger. I'm going to show you guys my props is in here. So Yvette, crypto.com is good to buy, but it's not really necessarily good to keep it in there, because if you don't have your keys, you don't have your cryptos. The goal is to put it into a hardware wallet, a hardware safe. So stay tuned on Wednesday. I'm going to talk about that there.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, guys. Jessica and I both were so tired. Guys, it's been amazing. Again, once again, from this time, post in the chat your biggest takeaways, guys. I'm going to call this a day, call it a night. Guys, great questions. This is amazing. Great start, great kickoff. Invite people. It's not too late. Some people join on day 5. Just post in the chat your biggest takeaway. I want to just read that in there. I can also say to you guys what that is. So Angelina, Anna, you can say, you got to message that and type in crypto guide. So guys, what is your biggest takeaway? Hey, Peter, shalom, shalom. What is your biggest takeaway so far in this? Okay, so it's about in here. So Shelly's saying take out the added exchange $1,000. Grace is saying, oh, was really good. XRP to the moon. Where's Frank at? I didn't speak to any of the men. I apologize. I don't want to say I'll do that purposely. Tomorrow I'm gonna make sure it's there. Peggy, there is homework. So stay tuned on the email. Arlene is saying kingdom building prosperity. So Susan, crypto guide, message our Facebook bot, our Facebook messenger. So right there, the http me.me minus crypto, and just message crypto guide. So guys, I love this. Let me pray for you guys out. Holy Spirit, thank you for this day 1. I pray everyone get a good rest for tomorrow. Speak to them right now. Lord, the Holy Spirit, just make it clear to them what you're doing here. I pray any attacks of the enemy from pulling them out of this, I just laugh it out and I just cancel that in Jesus' name. Many, many more soldiers, many more kingdom financiers, kingdom givers, true cryptos in this call. I pray we get some rest and be prepared for day 2 as we learn about no pain, no gain. Pain points to the promise. Have your way in everybody's night. Thank you for this in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. I'm going to unmute us all. And the word for today is wealth transfer. Wealth transfer on 3. I'm going to ask to unmute. 1, 2, 3. Everyone say wealth transfer.
Wealth
Transfer.
All right, guys.
Wealth transfer.
Bye, everyone. See you guys 8 p.m. tomorrow. 8 p.m. Bye, everyone.
Aloha.